The city of Fort Portal in western Uganda was filled with joy and glory on the 3rd of March 2025 when tens of thousands of people turned up for the rededication of Our Lady of the Snows Virika Cathedral. This cathedral was originally built in 1967 and was dedicated on the 21st of April in 1968 by His Eminence Lorian Cardinal Rugambwa, and at that time Cardinal Rugambwa was the Archbishop of Bukoba in Tanzania. Cardinal Rugambwa was also Africa's first cardinal. The cathedral is the main church of Fort Portal Catholic Diocese and the seat of the diocese's bishop. It's a major tourist attraction in the region. The cathedral's beauty is a source of pride for the Catholic community and the entire region. Many people come from distant places just to see the cathedral. Monsignor Isaiah Mayombo briefly takes us through the history of this Virika Cathedral and how they have been able to bring out its unique beauty.
One, there was a first church which was destroyed by the earthquake in 1966. It destroyed so many things, and the old church of Virika was destroyed. It was a big church. So when that church was built, there was need for building a new church. And to build a new church that would be earthquake resistant. That church is earthquake resistant. It has springs underneath. So that when the earthquake comes, it only shakes but it can't break. Because of the experience, it was built after the nasty experience of the earthquake. We are satisfied with the work we have done. We have got what we wanted. And the cathedral started leaking. It is not the first time that the renovation is done. The cathedral was built in 1967 and then it was opened in 1968. But shortly after, it was reported that the roof was leaking. And interventions have been made several times to make sure that the problem is addressed. But in 1987, there was a major intervention where the roof cover was replaced. Thinking that they were going to address the problem, they thought maybe it was coming from the sheet, the covering. But shortly after, the roof started in spite of the renovation. And another renovation was done in 2004. It was a major renovation where the roof cover was replaced, the ceiling was replaced, and many things were replaced. Thinking this time they had also solved the problem. It reoccurred. By 10 years after, the problem was worse. And so from 2016, the problem was getting worse and worse. Okay? And the question was, how do we address this problem once and for all so that we don't have to do renovation and we do renovation again? So in 2020, it was obvious that we were going to do another major renovation. So 2021, the bishop launched the renovation project that we wanted to start. And we started. The question we asked ourselves was, how do we address the problem once and for all? So we took a lot of study now. It involved a lot of expertise, a lot of architects, a number of architects, engineers. Consultations were done, meetings were held to make sure that we find the problem, where the problem was coming from. And it was discovered that the problem was coming from the form, the structure of the roof, how it was, the design of the roof. So after that discovery and the consultations that came in, it was observed that one, we must change the roof design so that water is directed outside from the roof. Two, we had also to change the roof cover to use a more resilient and more stronger roof cover. So we had the roof design was changed. We contracted a supervisor who is a project manager who is ambitious construction. Built a company, a very credible company in terms of project management. Project that started with the roof ended up with being the whole church. So when the design was made to channel the storm water from inside the roof to flow outside, it called for introducing pipes, big pipes, to take the water. And then the pipes could not stand alone because there would be a delay. So we had to introduce buttressed columns, 8 buttressed columns, to encase the pipes, okay, which were taking water off the roof. And when we introduced the buttressed columns, when they were standing alone, it kind of to change the shape of the church and the beauty would be compromised. So we introduced the arches around the church. So that's why you see arches around the church. We changed the floor, the entire floor terrace, we changed it. It was redone. And of course, there was an enhancement of the beauty by the sanctuary. With granite marble in the sanctuary. And then the cupola, we introduced light on the cupola to enhance the light inside the church. We changed the ceiling boards, put the new ones. And because of the global warming, because Virika used to be a very cool place. And when we've been in the church, we'd never feel the heat in Virika. But in these recent years, there have been a bit of getting warm in the church. So we introduced a heat insulator on top of the ceiling, such that when you are in the church, it's like you are air conditioned because of the heat insulator above the ceiling. We replaced all the pavements in the walkways and on the veranda. We introduced modern security systems, CCTV cameras, and smoke detectors. The whole system, the systems of the church had to be reviewed, replaced. So this is what we have done. We have done to Virika. It looks beautiful. We are happy. It is in the shape it is. We are satisfied with the work we have done. We are satisfied with our contractor, and we're happy. We're happy. If people come and take pictures, if people want to come and see, not because someone is not drawn by their faith, but they know in our community we have this beautiful church. And when we were making fundraising, some people brought us money, not because they were Catholics, but they come to Virika. I like that church, let me give you this much.
Believers are extremely happy and satisfied with the work done.
I'm calling everyone to come and pray from here every Sundays. We have masses morning, first mass at 7, another one at 10, then for youth at 3.
The church is looking nice. I'm proud of. I'm requesting HM, Mr. Kataraga Rigadi, to accept those students of Fort Portal Catholic Diocese to come here for prayers.
M. Frank, UCTV News.